Sup, everybody. Listen to the background. My dog, she is kind of crazy right now. If she barks, she barks. But welcome to the stream, my friends. I know. We're talking about some spicy stuff today, are we now? Let's take a look. All right, let's just jump right in. Oh my God, Walrus! For once, you're actually prepared for the stream. You have your thing open already, no delay, and you're like not 10 minutes late. Believe it or not, chat. Back in the day. Oh, I said I was ready. I forgot to open the light. But back in the day, your boy was here always like 10 minutes beforehand, ready to go. It's only a recent occurrence that I started being a little more lenient with my stream schedule. But today we're pretty much on time. All right. Opera Fury? Opera Furry says, "Hello, Walrus. How are you? I'm good. I'm doing fine. I think the days have started to blend together. Summertime. This happens every summer. The days are so hot and you just sludge through them, right? So, yeah. Let the dendro burning begin." Oh no, we're not gonna really talk about dendro today. I think I'll save that for another stream. Who knows? All right, today we're here to talk about the Yoimiya banner and most likely make a video on it. But you know, I mean, most of you guys, this is a pretty telltale banner. The weapon banner maybe is not so straightforward. Who am I kidding? The weapon banner is kind of yikes. Too bad. If you replace Jin Yan with like Xingqiu, that would be like, that would be amazing. But unfortunately, you can't always get what you want. All right, so they should have put Rust. Yes, but that would make the banner too good. That would make it too good. Listen, when Hoyoverse sells you the weapon banner, they are just trying to sell you one of these two weapons, right? If the 4-star weapon becomes too good and too lucrative, and in your pursuit of getting the 5-star weapon, you get like R3, R4 Rust, arguably you barely really even need the 5-star weapon. Yeah, I mean, it's still better, but it's not gonna be that much better, like substantially better. Like if you happen to have an R5 Rust, just use that. So let's say if they change this bow to like the Rust, too much value. Instantly too much value. I mean, for Hoyoverse, I would love for it to be Rust. Listen, people. I would love for this to be like Ayaka's sword, right? And this one to be the bow for Yoimiya, the bow to be Rust, and then the sword to be Sax sword, the spear to be Favonius, the book to be like Witsit, and then the great sword to be I don't know. Are there any good 4-star great swords? I honestly don't know. Like great swords are like an actual myth to me when it comes to. I wish that were the weapon banner, but listen, Hoyoverse has got to put some pitfalls every now and then for you guys to fall into, and I feel bad for the person who's going to end up getting R2 Summit Shaper before they get their Thundering Pulse, but you know those people exist. Just pray that it's not going to be you, okay? That's, at the end of the day, that's all you got to do. If you are going in all in for Yoimiya, just pray that it's not you. Dicer White, he says, "Yo, what's up, Erotic?" Nothing much, man. I'm just here trying to not piss people off. I'll do my best to give my opinion when it comes to both of these banners, because I do feel objectively there is a right and wrong answer when it comes to giving out proper meaningful advice. And when I say meaningful advice, I hope you guys watch my video. I think yesterday I touched on it a little bit, is that yes, I could say this is the best weapon banner in the whole wide world, when in context to somebody's account specifically. Let's say somebody who absolutely needs all of these weapons, or 80% of all these weapons, they would love to have it and they could benefit greatly from it. To them, this is a good banner. But to the vast majority of people, this is going to be quite the yikes banner, because it's going to be difficult to justify a lot of these weapons for characters, right? So That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to fit to the mass, and what I believe to be the mass is people who cares about character, cares about their account, and in general, they just want things to be good. They don't need the best for everyone and everything. They want to know that they're on track to do well. They want to know that their resources, which they are investing into their characters and the banners and the weapons and everything, they want to make sure that it's servicing a greater good for their account and their enjoyment, like a good balance of both. But I think for the most part, people want more power than they do care for like enjoyment. Don't get me wrong, right? Let's say if you love Yoimiya, but you don't love her that much, you know what I mean? Let's say you really enjoy Yoimiya's playstyle. You've tested her in the what's that thing called, in the testing phase thing. You really enjoy the character. However, you already have Hu Tao built level 90, like full team roster done. You also have a D-Look level 90 full roster done. You also have a Klee level 90 full roster done, and you also have a Yanfei level 94 roster done, and at C4 she's fully kitted out. You have all 4 of these pyro carries, and now you're sitting here thinking, I like Yoimiya. I really do like Yoimiya. But you're also thinking, well, I really want Dendro characters too, right? Like I want the Dendro Archon. But if I get Yoimiya now, there's a chance I might not get the Dendro Archon if she comes, let's say, in 3.0 or 3.1. It's going to be a little tight, and I don't want to spend money on the game. Should I pull for Yoimiya? Probably not. All right. In that specific situation, most likely, people are going to tell you, if you're really like, do you want Yoimiya more? Or do you want the Dendro Archon more? And then the person's like, I really don't know, man. Like, listen, I could get both, but I don't know, like, because I don't know how good Dendro's going to be, right? Like, I don't know how useful Dendro's going to be. Well, you see, that's where I feel like when people ask for advice, it's never. It's not like, oh my god, I love Yoimiya and I hate Dendro. Who should I pick? It's never that simple. It's always because they've thought hard about it. They're like, damn, I want both. I want both. But which one is better? Like, which one's gonna give me more edge? This is the thing, right? When you think about it, when you run into a question or a wall, it's oftentimes you seek out help from other people when you tried everything you can. Like, damn, I can't figure this out. I don't know what to do. I need help. That's when you go for help. If you clearly know, like, oh, just pick the better one, just pick the one that I like more, just pick the one that I enjoy more, then you wouldn't even need the advice, right? That's why when we make advices, we tend to have the assumption that you are either stuck between 2 things that you want, stuck between 2 things that you need, or you can't decide, you're bored, and both of these are okay for you. You're okay with getting both, but which one is going to be better overall? That's the assumption I always make my videos off of. So it's very hard to talk to people when they come in and be like, oh, just pull for who you like. It's like, I like both. What now? Like, oh, pull for Yoimiya or pull for the Dendro Archon. Pull for who you like. I like both. I want both of them. Okay, then get both of them. Not enough gems, right? Really not enough gems. What's the safer option? What's the better option? What's something that you would recommend? Well, I'd say just pull for who you like, man. Again, love both. Would love to have both of them. Yeah, but which one do you like more? I don't know, man. I really can't put a finger on it. I mean, Yoimiya's pretty damn cute, but, the Dendro Archon, man, who would love to get the Dendro Archon as well, man. Like, which one is better here? Like, sounds like you should get both. Yeah. You see, that's what I call a circular conversation, because the person who is trying to help isn't really helping. They are saying something that, like, the person asking the question already know. It's very tough to make a decision, and they need a third opinion, like a secondary opinion, or third or fourth or fifth. Yeah, it's like, what part of both do you fail to understand? It's like, would love to have both. I would love to have every single 5-star and their 5-star weapons as well. Like, you know, might as well give me Dawei's OnlyFans account as well. I would love that as well. I would love for Dawei to get on his knees and issue a formal apology for the 1st year anniversary. Would love that too. Why don't you wrap that up along with my C6 Dendro Archon? Right, it's difficult. It's very difficult, and these people, I know they mean good. All right, this is the thing that people fail to understand when I get to this part of the discussion is, I know they mean well. They're trying to help this person understand that it doesn't matter who you pull, how you pull them, how lucky you got, what constellation they're at, whether you have their 5-star weapon or not. If you don't enjoy the character, you're not going to enjoy playing the game for the long term. You're going to burn out, you're going to regret it, and then you're going to quit. And you're going to regret not pulling for characters that you enjoyed playing back when you had the abundance of resource. I know, all right, that's what people are trying to say. They're trying to help these players avoid that situation. But it's very rare that I find people quit for that reason. Like, I speak to a lot of players on a weekly basis, not daily. Like, let's be honest here. Nobody can handle daily Genshin discussions. Well, I guess I can't, but normally people can't. But most people who quit the game don't quit out of frustration or regret from making bad decisions. Most of the time, they're actually content with the characters they have. They're content with what they, you know, what they worked on, and they just have nowhere to use them. Right? It's the burnout, that the repetition of dailies and commissions and the events and all that stuff just becomes too much. That's why people quit, or they find something better. It's very rare that people are like, oh man, I messed up, my account's ruined, I don't want to play anymore. Very, very little people. Very, very little. In fact, I think I've only known one person who quit truly out of frustration. And they're like, yo, Walrus, I'm done. You can give away my account. This is my information. I shouldn't have went all in. I think he C4'd. Was it? Who was it? Was it Eula? I think it was Eula. He C4'd a character, got their weapon, and then after a while they just didn't enjoy it. And then they missed out on Raiden, missed out on Kazuha, missed out on Ayaka. And I believe they went for another character pretty hard, and then they eventually was like, oh, you know, I should have opened up my account a little more. I should have gotten more characters to play with. I really want Raiden. And they didn't make it until the rerun of Raiden, and then they quit. And then they're like, nah, I'm good, I'm done. I don't feel like, because they just have so much regret, and they dumped money on the game as well. So they're just like, nah, this is not for me. Right? Why C4? Good question. I don't know. I don't know. They were just, because I remember talking with him. This is like a while back. Like, I remember talking with him since the game started, and he was pretty excited for the most part. He started the game with D-Look. Yeah, rerolled like 50 something accounts or something like that. So I mean, he really enjoyed the game up until, I believe it was like 1.3. After the Lantern Rite Festival, he skipped Hu Tao as well. Which that was a pretty big regret of his, because afterwards he saw how she was, and he like, it grew on him, and he never really, you know, got over that because of skipping Hu Tao. So anyways, the point of the story is that that's the only person I ever known that quit the game out of frustration and bad decisions. Yeah. Oh, so he's a trend chaser. Not necessarily. Maybe though. Maybe he hopped on that like Mama Eula trend. Because remember when Eula first got revealed, everybody lost their mind because of how like thick she was, and I think he fell into that maybe. And then he went pretty hard for Eula. This is not Lay 7. Lay 7 got C6 Eula, but Lay 7 moved on for another reason. So if you guys don't see Late 7 around here anymore, it's because he just doesn't enjoy Genshin as much as some other games right now. So he's just enjoying other stuff. Yeah. But you know, the grass is never greener on the other side. People might be like, "Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish I had a C4 Eula," but maybe you shouldn't be jealous. Maybe you shouldn't be jealous. So yeah, people, everyone's different. If somebody's asking for advice, maybe take the time to read out their comments. Maybe ask a little more question before dishing out the pull for who you like card. This is something I'm really trying to correct within my community. I know you guys have the knowledge to help people, to customize your answers, to help people reach a better conclusion than just pull for who you like. All right, not saying that's wrong. Maybe throw that in there towards the end, right? Respond, tell them, okay, I see you have this character, and to be quite honest with you, if you're thinking about it from a meta perspective, then this character goes very well with that character and that character. But just letting you know, XY character maybe require a little more of this and that, and if you're not into, let's say, grinding artifacts, you're not really into blah blah blah, like let's say if you don't really hate grinding artifacts, but you need a carry, I would highly suggest getting Ayaka. Why? Because when you're grinding the Blizzard Strayer set, you don't really need that much focus on both crit rate and crit damage. You just need to focus on crit damage. So mathematically speaking, sure, you can get unlucky, but mathematically speaking, you're going to have a much easier time farming an adequate set for Blizzard Strayer, and freeze teams are just much less hassle to play. And having Ayaka is just it's just a win all around. It's not like she's a niche unit that only works in this one particular scenario. She's a great overall unit. That's the suggestion I would give them. That's like, because it's catered to their experience. They are somebody who hates farming artifacts. They don't like fancy combos. They want to press a couple keys and have the job done. Ayaka is your girl. Like, even Ganyu might not be the right choice, because Ganyu, Ganyu can use a Blizzard Spirit, but Ganyu, for the most part, uses the Wandering Troop set, right? So, and Ganyu's piloting Ganyu could be a little tricky for some people. So, judging by what this person specifically said, I think Ayaka is the right choice. And then they can come back and say, I'm not really feeling Ayaka. She's not really my type. I like, more mature looking women in my video games. And then maybe you can, okay, then maybe try Eula. Something like that. I don't know. But it's better than just saying, "Well, for who you like, man." Doesn't really answer the question, does it? So, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Hello, everybody. It's Hanno. Okay, we are gonna get into the banners now. Long boy, it's a girl. She's a girl. She's a female cat. So, thanks for. Oh, there's Jabba. Hello, Jabba. Hello, Jabba. Okay, buddy. My dog is jealous. My dog is jealous. Do you guys want to see Jabba? Do you guys want to see a Jabba update before we start here? Maybe we'll do it. Jabba update. Oh. All right. Let's see. Ooh. Woohoo. Woo. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go get Jabba for you guys. All right. Would be great to get your thoughts on Sumeru. Okay, we can talk a little bit about Sumeru after this, but we got to get through the banners first, and then we'll get maybe to Sumeru and some other stuff. Okay, but first I'll show you guys Jabba. So also to get her to not feel so jealous. Here's my other cat. This is my other cat. She's gotten pretty big, yeah. Yeah, this is my other cat, Jabba. Oh, very soon I won't be able to hold her anymore because she's getting pretty heavy. I mean, like she's close. She must be closing in on 20 pounds. Oh, Jabba. Oh, Jabba. Oh, Jabba. No, no. Look at that. I can still cradle her like this. I can still do it like this. But soon I won't be able to. Ah, no, 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 no. Very soon I won't be able to anymore. Oh, Jabba. Ah. Why are you so crazy? Why are you so crazy? Oh, oh, Jabba, sit, stay, stay, stay. Good girl. Good girl. She has the sweetest smile though. Look at this smile. Look at this smile, chat. Is she smiling? She's smiling? Okay. I think the other cat. Okay. One more. One more cat. One more cat. Last cat. Michi. Good boy. This is Michi. Good boy, Michi. Come on. And this is my third cat, Michi. Ah, Jabba, no, 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 no. Michi is easily startled. When I'm recording my video, if you hear a cat in the background, most of the time it's Michi. Michi is very protective of his territory. He does not like Jabba to interfere too much. He's the ex big boy. Very vocal, very loud boy. Very difficult for me to record videos around, but you know, he's very sweet. Very sweet. There you go. Three cats. Oh. Michi is the boy. The white cat is male. The tabby cat is female, and the golden cat is also female. So 3 cats. There's an imposter among us. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I love my cats. Okay, Togekill, let's move our conversation into the realm of Yoimiya. Okay? Let's start with her banner. Here. Actually let's record this video. Let's just record it as a video. It's much easier. Sup everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm here with chat and we're just going. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know or made up your mind regarding whether you want to poll on these banners or not. I'm just gonna give you guys a couple quick things. Very simple, very straightforward regarding these 2 banners. All right, let's start with the character banner because I think this is the one that most people are going to be curious about. Just making sure Jabba's not doing something crazy. So with this banner, the only thing you're missing really is Zhongli. I'll be honest with you guys, and arguably Zhongli is going to be the most important piece of the puzzle here. While a lot of people do say Yoimiya is a very easy character to play, which you know, like, yeah, mechanically she's very easy. What could be easier than pressing E and then just left clicking, right? Left clicking, left clicking, left clicking. Yes, that is very easy until you realize that if you want to use Yoimiya to a somewhat successful degree, her auto attack string cannot be interrupted. What that really means is if she starts auto attacking, ideally you want to finish all of her hits. And on the top of my head, I believe she has 7 hits. Let's just test that quick trivia knowledge. Okay, never mind. It's a 5-hit combo. Damn, I was like 7 hits might be a little excessive, but you need to get her to finish her in of itself. You guys might think like, oh, easy, just finish hitting, but I'm telling you, it could be the slightest breeze, the tiniest of interruptions, and she is done. She goes like huh, 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 oh, and then she starts from the beginning again, right? You guys have no idea how annoying it is when your shield breaks. Let's say if you're like, oh, I don't need Zhongli, I can get away with something like Yunjin, right? I'll just run Yoimiya, Xingqiu, Bennett, Yunjin. I'll use Crystallize, and my Yoimiya will be fine. Do you really believe that? Because I'll be honest here, when it comes to shield reliability, very few characters can even come close to Zhongli. In fact, mathematically, Zhongli does have the best shield in the game, and even that shield at times can crack, can break. And when it comes to Yoimiya, her infusion window is limited. It's not like you can always be auto attacking. It's limited. If in that window you don't have a durable enough shield to let you attack consistently, you are missing out on so much damage you don't even know. Okay, so not saying this is the bad banner, I'm just highlighting the fact that if you don't have Zhongli, Yoimiya might be a little more difficult than you originally imagined. So some people in chat are saying just run Diona. Diona is a fine choice, however, Diona is a fine choice. However, Diona does have some synergistic issues with Yoimiya. Not saying she's like absolutely terrible, don't play her, but here's the thing about Yoimiya as well. She preferably want to vape load, over vape, or whatever you guys want to call it. Using an electro character in her team could be a great option as well, especially for bossing, as overload doesn't move bosses, and the amount of overloads you can get off is great. So, and the amount of overloads you can get off is just, you know, amazing. But if you run Diona in a team with Yoimiya, then the question is, who are you going to bench? Most likely you're going to bench Bennett, right? You cannot get rid of the Vaporize synergies, which is Xingqiu or Yalan, meaning you also then it's just a 4th slot being Yunjin that you will bench. Ultimately, I would say if you end up benching someone like Yunjin, you will lose out on damage just overall. A good team right now for her, a very basic team and the most traditional team for her is Yoimiya, Xingqiu, Bennett, and Zhongli. And if you don't have Zhongli, you can try Yunjin. If you don't have Yunjin, then you basically would have to run Diona, bench Bennett, and then the 4th one you could bring someone like Fischl, and then you can try a vape load with Xingqiu, Fischl, and Yoimiya. This is the tricky thing about Yoimiya, is that a lot of these teams can work, but then your Diona has to be incredibly cracked out, because even with a Zhongli, the shield is still breaking in some Abyss 12 scenarios. Like, the main reason is because Yoimiya doesn't really dodge. Once she initiates her attack string, you don't dodge. You just stand your ground and you go and you go and you go and you don't stop. You just go all the way until her infusion is over, which, you know, like, how many shields can tank continuous hits from Abyss 12 mobs non-stop all day every day? Very few. All right, and I can tell you, in most cases, Diona's shield will end up breaking, and you just hope that if the shield breaks, you are at the end of your attack string, so you can relocate or you can reshield and then continue. It's just a little tougher to make work, but it's not impossible, and I've seen people do it. The main focus here is still Yoimiya, not the rest of the roster, because she's the one who's going to be taking the field for the majority of the time. Okay, this banner overall is great, and I don't want to undersell it. However, I think a lot of people are going to be overselling this banner's value, because in my honest opinion, the true value in a good Yoimiya team is the foundation. The foundation that she can auto attack without interruption, and that is the job of Zhongli. That's all I'm saying. Yunjin is good, Bennett is good. If you have Xingqiu, even better. At the end of the day, people, Bennett is going to be insanely high value here. Yunjin is situational. Jinyan, we don't talk about Jinyan. Jinyan, we don't talk about her because I'm just going to pretend she's not on the banner. Like I said, every banner has a dud, and I don't think we really need to label who the dud is this time. So here's the thing, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys are smart and keen, and if you are somewhat in tune with you know, tier lists, meta, and whatnot, you would realize that the vast majority of the weapon on this banner, in fact, every weapon except the Thundering Pulse, is very mid, with the exception of this Dragon's Bane. Have situational usages, but everything else is very mid and quite the bait, to be honest with you guys. I can't really see the value in promoting this. Yoimiya has a great 4-star weapon in the Rust. If you can get your hands on 1-2 copies of it, it's already worthwhile enough to just go with that. I can't really imagine most people needing anything more than like an R2, R3 Rust to just feel like she is dealing massive amounts of damage, because it's not worth getting, let's say, an R2 Summit Shaper just to get an R1 Thundering Pulse, and there's going to be people who end up in that situation. I'll just let you guys know right now, this banner right here, it's made for the whales. It's made for people who can't take the hit. It's made for people who can take the hit. And if you're somebody who's like, oh man, if I don't get Thundering Pulse on the first one, I'm gonna have to sell a kidney or something like that. Don't touch the banner. Skip the banner, right? you don't like, you see HoYoVerse putting, like, lathering honey all over like a trap. You don't then just jump onto the trap. This is a trap. This is whale bait. This is going to be account destruction levels of yikes. If you end up getting, let's say, 2 Summit Shapers, or worse, you get like 2 Summit Shapers and then you run out of gems and you don't even get a Thundering Pulse, that is absolutely nightmare fuel for most free-to-play players. That's all I think I need to say about this banner. Yes, the Thundering Pulse is a great weapon on Yoimiya, but she has great 4-star options. Now, you guys will be wondering, okay, Walrus, which one is the Rust? Is that bow Rust? Should I just go for the boat? It's not even on the goddamn banner. It's not here. So, HoYoVerse, thank you very much in that you're not using the Rust to bait people. Just skip this banner, all right? If you don't have a couple Rusts lying around and you don't have enough gems to guarantee the Summit, you don't have enough gems to guarantee the Thundering Pulse, it's a good idea to probably skip this banner and count. You don't have Zhongli, you have Bennett, you have Xingqiu, you don't have Yunjin, you don't have Yelan, right? Okay. And then you don't have enough gems to guarantee the Thundering Pulse, but you have like an R1, R2 Rust. This is like a very tough position to be in. you really have to weigh how much you want Yoimiya, because honest to God, I wouldn't recommend that particular person summon for Yoimiya, because I just think there are better options down the line. However, let's say you already have a Yelan build, you have like a C6 Yunjin, you have Bennett, you have Zhongli, you have like at least an R3, R4 Russ just lying around not doing much, but you have it. Yeah, go for it. Like, you know, this is basically what I think the ideal candidate for a Yoimiya pickup is going to be. Really look at your account, seeing how you can facilitate this character, how much of her power potential can you draw out, both through her team options as well as through her weapon builds. Because when it comes to artifacts, I think most people are going to have great options, and I think a lot of people are going to be trying to justify pulling Yoimiya because of the great artifacts that they have. So, oh, you know, I've been farming the emblem domain for the past, you know, like 20 years. I have a ton of Shimenawas just lying around, and Yoimiya would be a great pickup to use all those pieces. Yeah, you know, you're right, but then again, Hu Tao can use those pieces too. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying, Hu Tao can use those pieces definitely, and you don't really need to force something to happen. I hope this video has helped. I hope people don't end up just pulling because of boredom. Something amazing is right on the horizon. I'm sure you guys can see it. Some can even sniff it, and others maybe can even taste it if you're licking your monitors here while looking at leaks and you know, really taking one out for the team here. But thank you guys for watching. Don't fall into hype traps. Don't listen to people who are head over heels for Yoimiya, who are saying she's like the second coming of Christ, the best character ever, she's amazing now. You know, you can play her blindfolded with your feet, whatever the hell they claim that she is. Do your homework, do your research, understand your account, and make the best possible decision for yourself. All right, take responsibility for that as well. And I'll see you guys next one. Till then, urge you all to stay safe. Peace, peace. Bye. There you guys go. Okay, it took me a while to kind of like riff. Like, this is why I record, and then I have to like edit down like some of the things. Probably there are whole sections that don't need to be included. I'll probably just remove them, but it's better to have them in there if I need to use it. Fix your mic. Okay, maybe I'm talking too passionately. Hello, how's the mic? Is it clipping? Maybe. Hey, how is this chat? Is this better? If I have the mic over here, do I sound too far away, or is this actually better? Because I think previous to this, I have it too close and it might be clipping. Is this better, chat? I think it's signal problem, not distance, far. It sounds fine. We can hear you, but it keeps cutting out. It was cutting out a few times. You know, this is what happens when I cheap out on tech gadgets. To be honest, oh my, Jabba is right underneath me. I don't want to roll over her. Okay, there we go. Maybe keep it a little further away. Knife also, for a moment I thought my headphones were failing. No, it's me. It's probably me clipping. When I get too excited, I mean everybody gets too excited. Or when anyone gets too excited, they talk louder, and when it comes to these kind of microphones, it just clips. And I don't have a good enough mic to kind of auto adjust the levels, so the audio just disappears. New York Clippers. Just be sure Jabba isn't chewing the cable. Yeah. No, she's falling asleep down here. She's falling asleep down here. Anyway, so people wanted me to talk about Sumeru. Is everybody okay with talking about Sumeru? We can continue with talking about Sumeru. Honestly, there's not a crazy amount to talk about Sumeru, but we can talk about the landscape. We can talk about the reaction a little bit. We can talk about maybe the Dendro Archon and whatnot. Maybe we can talk a little bit on the Harbingers as well when it comes to their roles in the game and stuff like that. Maybe load up the second teaser. Okay, yeah, we can actually have the teaser out and talk about it at the same time here. Great idea, nice idea. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact. Where's the official? How come when I search Genshin Impact, the official thing never comes up, and I have to scroll so far down? Okay, so people, how many? I'm sure most of you guys have seen this, right? Let's get over here real quick. I'm sure most of you guys have seen this. I'm gonna bring myself up here so we don't block the. I mean, let's just all agree, breathtaking. All right, amazing music, visuals. Just generally, it's so amazing to see. And but then again, this is expected of HoYoverse. Look at this dense forestry. Like, I honestly, it would be so otherworldly if we can just walk into this, you know, and then like the ambience and the fog, you just walk into it. Like look at this. Imagine like just put ether like right here, and you're like walking into the forest here. Amazing stuff. I love the work they've done, and seeing how they reference, like they talk about how they did research and how they wanted to design the landscape of this stuff. It's not like a concept artist came in and just drew from a blank. They literally sourced a lot of this stuff from the real world, from regions like in the real world, which is amazing. This is what's so breathtaking about HoYoverse and their design for Genshin Impact, is that a lot of this stuff just feels so in tune with what we are familiar with, like what a fantasy land should be. I guess that's the right way to put it. Like, if you were to close your eyes and think about what Sumeru could look like and should look like, HoYoverse somehow finds a way to even outdo your expectations for the visuals. You guys know what I'm saying? HoYoverse is frustrating, but it seems like they're going to crush Sumeru. Absolutely.
大版本不太一样，它含有雨林和沙漠两大部分。在设计过程中要注意的地方非常多，主要体现。
And have you noticed how young all of the employees are at HoYoverse? Like, we are entering an era, especially in China. If you guys are aware, like in China, a lot of the older generation people have started to retire. They're like moving on, they're quitting, they're handing down the reins to all these younger generation people. And you'll see almost all the staff at HoYoverse. They're like all in their early 30s, late 20s. And like the people at the top are probably in their like mid to late 30s. You will be hard pressed to find somebody in their 40s who works at HoYoverse. It's just that those people and their ideas don't really mesh well with the concept and the work ethics of the younger generation. And I'll be pressed. Like even the janitors probably are like are younger. It's just, it's something refreshing. It's very refreshing. Sorry, I'm pausing stuff, but it's something very refreshing, and it's actually greatly contributes to the end product that we get in game. It's because of the young talents that HoYoverse have scouted.
主题以及幻想处理这三部分，雨林部分的风貌给人的感受就是山峦连绵的感觉，区别于里约的柱状形式，道气的横切硬朗，须弥的山石更加符合热带湿润的地区特征。这种偏柔性轮廓的山石结合古代巨树，贯穿在整个地块。植被方面，我们找了非常多当地特色的植被做参考。
Local plants, where? Why don't they tell us? Why don't they tell us where it's sourced from?
主要体现的是鲜活、生命力、湿润感以及热带特征。沙漠有沙漠风。
I love the purple hues. Do you guys see it?
湿润感以及热带特征。
I love the purple that they use, like the violet. I don't know why for the desert it just feels so like otherworldly. Sure, they could have made it a very like reddish orange color, but that's boring. They took the landscape, but they're using colors. Like Hoyoverse mastery over colors is something else. Like they're artists at the very least. Like this purplish violet hue that they got layered over the image gives it that extra fantasy vibe. You guys know what I'm saying? That like it makes me feel like it's not our world. Like we are in another world because of this violet hue that it has over the desert here. Beautiful.
沙漠有沙漠风暴、绿洲、渴望水的植被、被风沙侵蚀的岩石、巨大、神性、具有历史感的。
Is this a domain? This has to be an artifact domain, right? This has to be an artifact domain. I would be very sad if this were not an artifact domain. But, you know.
整体的设计
I want to fight those two things. Okay? I'm sorry to pause again, but please let those two statues come to life and give us one hell of a battle in this artifact domain. I want to fight both of these things at once. Listen, I love how this looks, and I love the atmosphere and everything, and I would just please, if these two things could just come to life and kick the shit out of me. Not too hard, but just difficult enough. Right, maybe like one is Dendro and the other one, I don't know, maybe both of them can be Dendro or whatever. I don't care. I would love to fight these enemies. They look so dope.
既表现雨林和沙漠的自然魅力，又揉进了很多幻想元素。我们一直在尝试设计的边界感。
This shot looks really awkward. When I first saw it, it was so jarring. I swear the DP probably set up the camera wrong. I don't know what's going on with the empty space over here. Like the guy's line of sight is so far away from us. I don't even know. I'm looking into his ear hole. You know, like it's really jarring. I would rather have him like way over here and then looking over here and something like that. I don't know what's going on here. All right, I think they're trying out something. To be honest, it really took me out of it a little bit. And why are we zooming in on the back of his neck? Come on.
也不能过多的放飞，需要做好异国风情、幻想度以及真实感之间的平衡。各个区域的主视觉同样非常重要。虚拟的世界设定本身给视觉的多样性提供了非常好的支持，有各种各样奇幻的内容。这些内容根据玩家的游玩体验以及美术逻辑安放在各个区域，这样玩家的视觉感受和情绪变化都会更舒适一些，整体的游戏体验也会更好。
玩家初到这片奇幻森。
Bro, you guys were talking about my mic messing up. Whoever did the sound design for this lady needs to formally write her an apology letter. Listen to this lady's voice. I thought she was like, I thought she was a heavy smoker or something, and she had like I don't know.
会发现一座建立在巨树上的城市。
It sounds kind of
在
robotic.
这片被草神护佑着的国度，你会遇见一群可爱的小精灵。小精灵可是只有小朋友才可以发现他们哦，需要你帮他们解决一系列隐藏在森林深处的
and now
危
she's bouncing back and forth in my headset.
在这个过程中，你会发现非常多的未知区域，有长满参天巨树且常年下雨的森林，有因为未知原因导致衰败的森林，也有巨大的伞状发光植物形成的特殊生态区域。在另一片森林中，你还会发现一个
Bro, this thing, okay, this thing. I will be very sad if we don't get to fight one of these things before the end of Sumeru. We need to fight this thing. Can we all agree in chat? It would be dope as hell if one of these things came out and we actually got to fight it and it was like a multi-phase boss and it has like multiple forms, a defense form, an agile form, an attack form, and it just pushes you to your absolute limits fighting it. Maybe it's like a weekly boss. Maybe it's like that girl from the Fatui. The one who's like utterly risible. You know who I'm talking about? The girl. The puppet looking girl, maybe it has something to do with her because she looked like she has a puppet or something, or a giant robot behind her, or she's a robot, I don't know, but maybe it has something to do with her. Interesting stuff. And I see this thing has a lot of moss on it, so it's really old. A battle may have taken place right in this very spot, and that's where it was defeated, or it was dismantled, or it was, I don't know, powered down. I want to find it. That's all I want to say.
巨大的机器人残骸依靠在山体崖壁之间，在这些奇幻森林的背后，似乎正在被一股神秘的力量侵。
And a lot of people were DMing me this image. It was like, oh, that's Kusanali. That's the Dendro Archon Walrus. What do you think? Apparently she's gonna be a little girl. God damn it. I mean, I think most people, we shouldn't be surprised that it's happening. It's not like, oh my god, how could this have happened? The Archon of Wisdom and the land in the Sumeru turned out to be a little girl, a lolly, with cute vibes, but she's somehow 800 years old. Could never have seen that one coming. All right, cut the crap. I'm sure half of the community weren't even surprised. In fact, half of that probably got a little excited, be like, oh my god, oh, guess who's gonna C6 R5 that bitch right on release? Oh. Right, it's not surprising, and I'm not really disappointed by it. Listen, I don't have any problems with it. I'm just saying, it's all about functionality and how fun she's gonna play. If the character ends up enjoyable, synergistic wise, highly valuable, and shows promise way into the future, I have no problem. Listen, I've said this many times, there is not a single character in Genshin Impact that I don't like. No, really. I cannot point to a single character in Genshin Impact and say, like, I hate that character. I don't like that character. Visually and canonically, like story-wise, there's not a single character. They're all well designed. They all look and sound great. It's like, a lot of people say Chi-Chi. You don't hate Chi-Chi. I'm sure if you just look at the character and how she fits into the story and lore, you would be like, okay, she's fine. But you hate Chi-Chi because she keeps screwing up your polls. Those are two different things. Aloy doesn't count. Aloy doesn't count. Aloy is not a Genshin character. And I stand behind that because Hoyoverse had no control over her character lore, her general aesthetic. The only thing they could have controlled is her combat. So I don't count Aloy as a Hoyoverse product. Doesn't count. Nothing wrong with Chi-Chi, yes. Listen, the only time I have problems with characters, or the reason I choose to not play certain characters, for example, Toma, is because it's too difficult to make him work. I have to put in too much effort just to get the same amount of results. Let's say if I were to be playing Yanfei, or if I were to be playing someone like Hu Tao and stuff like that. Sure, yeah, he's a 4-star. It's not fair to compare to Hu Tao, but you get my point, right? And even when these characters do work, they are not that fun to me, right? It's not that amazing, or they're not doing anything extraordinary. When it comes to Dendro Archon, I could care less about how she looks and what skin color she is, what kind of drip she's got, her backstory. How fun is it to play her? How integral is she to the Dendro reaction meta or whatever? Because I want a character that I can feel is powerful, that lives up to the Archon title. And I'm sure a lot of people are looking for that as well. Like, sure, you know, I'll pull for the character, I'll play the character, but how good is she? How strong is she? Right? What's the story gonna be like? Why does she look the way she does? Are they gonna try to explain why she looks like a child? Are they gonna, you know, like what's the reasoning behind all this stuff? Maybe it'd be safe to just not touch on that topic at all, right? We're never getting another collab. Probably. However, I've said in the past that collabs were never their intentions because they feel like it disrupts the reality of the world they're trying to build here. It takes people out of the immersion. Yeah, it disrupts immersion. And then they have but you see, the counterpoint to that is the entire premise of Genshin Impact are two travelers from another world, which could be another dimension or another reality. Now they're stuck in this world because they got separated, right? So if the entire premise of your game is that there are travelers from another world stuck in this world, why can't Goku why can't Goku duke it out? Why can't Goku just duke it out with Zhongli? Right? Why can't Goku visit this world? How come Ether and Lumine can visit, but somehow when Broly comes in, you know, with his Hulk Smash, you know, why can't Iron Man visit? Why did they do Aloy at all? Okay, the reason they did Aloy, this is my speculation by the way, is because in order to get the game on PlayStation, without PlayStation holding them to an exclusivity contract, meaning PlayStation will say that you can only use us, you cannot port onto, let's say, Nintendo Switch or other other devices. In order for them to not sign an exclusivity contract, they had to agree on something else. Maybe they left open a blank term saying we will help promote Sony or PlayStation games or PlayStation titles in whatever way a PlayStation wants, and maybe Sony saw that as okay, sure, if the game does well, we'll leverage that and get them to promote our other titles. If the game doesn't do well, I guess, you know, we don't really lose much, we still make some money out of it regardless. So that's why when Horizon Zero Dawn came out, I'm pretty sure they wrote Horizon Zero Dawn into the contract saying you will be helping us promote our titles and stuff and whatnot. So that's probably why they even did the collab with it. It's probably written into a contract for porting the game onto PlayStation. Or maybe they just like Horizon Zero Dawn. Really, Kakashi? Really? Do you honestly, if they really just liked Horizon Zero Dawn, why did they treat Aloy the way they treated Aloy? Do you see them even talking about it? Did she get her own story quest? How much effort did they really put into that character and her integration into Genshin? She honestly does feel like a afterthought. She's never came up ever again. There's no really attention. Think about other collabs in other games, right? When a collab is about to happen, there's an entire event based around the collaboration. It's like a month-long event. You get a bunch of goodies, and you know, this is the thing when people say Genshin Impact, people use it's a gacha game card when it suits them, but then when we compare them to other gacha games, like, well, is it a gacha game or isn't it a gacha game? Because other gacha games, when they do collabs, it's a pretty big deal. So that's why I think it wasn't really Hoyoverse's idea nor their intention to have Aloy be a part of the Genshin space. It's just part of the contract. At least that's what I think, right? Because if they really enjoyed it, if they had the passion for Aloy to be a part of Genshin, they would have put more effort into it. Fufu says, so games, I love your videos. Thank you. If that was meant for me. Song games. Oh. Maybe they're not talking to me. Wait, they're not talking to me. But yeah, that's my Xinyan is a good character, personality, and story-wise, but her kit needs a rework. Aloy is a lost cause. Here's the thing about Xinyan, and I think many people have touched on this in the past. I do feel like Xinyan is one of the Gen 1 4-star characters. Much like Xinyan's era of character releases were really either hit or miss. Like a character that would be a hit as a Gen 1 4-star release. We're not talking about Bennett and all that stuff. Maybe Xinyan is a Gen 2. Let's call Xinyan Gen 2. Because Ningguang, Bennett, Xingqiu, those are the Gen 1 4-stars. Gen 2 4-stars, for the most part, were really hit or misses. Because Hoyoverse were like doing some sort of wacky-ass experimentations with them. One that worked is Rosaria. Can we all agree? Rosaria is a Gen 1 or no Gen 2 4-star release that in a period where Hoyoverse were like wildly experimenting with what people liked, what could generate them money, what works, what doesn't work, essentially. And they landed on the idea that eventually 4-stars, which are a little more niche, which scales really well with C1, C2, and also C4, tends to do well for them, both financially and also for utilization and just overall integration into different team options. Xinyan, unfortunately, is one of the characters that just fell flat on her face due to Hoyoverse experimentation. They were trying to experiment how far were people willing to go through constellations, because they saw, hey, Noelle didn't do too bad. Like, there's a lot of people that plays Noelle. Noelle is an integral piece of the game. Noelle has a shield and Noelle scales off of defense. Let's just do something similar to Noelle, give her a shield, and maybe the shield can also do damage, but then also have her do physical damage, scale off of defense. Was it defense? Yeah, I think she also scales off of defense. It's just they're trying out too many freaking things. Is it physical damage or is it defense scaling? Pick one or the other, right? And go hard on it. When they did both physical damage and defense scaling, that's when the whole freaking ship fell apart. Like, you started seeing like cracks forming, the water started coming in, and we didn't have enough buckets to freaking unload the water back out the ship, and the Xinyan ship just sank. And listen, kudos to a couple of the captains out there who literally stood on their sinking ship all the way to the bottom. I can hear in the depths of the sea right now, in the Marianas Trench, a couple Xinyan mains, scribbling down spreadsheets and charts, figuring out what's the best optimal Xinyan combos. But apart from that, she's pretty much in dire need of a rework. I think we need to just fix her scaling, maybe a couple percentages, and she'll be good. Maybe make her shield a little more durable, a little more unique. I'd like, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Make her shield even more unique and durable, and she can be a great character overall. But right now, her shield is too weak. Her damage is too little. You have to scale off of defense percentage, while she also does physical damage. I can't. Keki the Virus says Xinyan's kid is throwing crap at the wall and seeing what sticks. Exactly. That's pretty much what Hoyoverse did. Leave Xinyan alone, buff Klee. Oh boy, Klee. I don't think at this point Klee will ever get... Klee is in an even more awkward position for a buff, because Klee is good enough to say she's fine. So she'll never really... if they give Klee a buff, why don't they give Chi-Chi a buff? You know what I'm saying? Look at Chi-Chi C6. Let's be honest, people. Get in game right now. Look at Chi-Chi C6. What is this? What is this? Can they really honestly expect people to still get excited for this? Come on. With a 15-minute cooldown, can we at least reduce the cooldown to 1 minute so people who have a C6 Chi-Chi can flex in Abyss? like a 15-minute cooldown. Here's my question. Can I just, like, does the cooldown continue if I do this? Probably not, right? So for, like, let's test it. So let's do Zhongli's shield. 11 seconds. So let's just sit here for a couple seconds. I think the time pauses. I think it pauses. So if we go back out, yeah, it's still, it pauses. So it's really awkward. Let's say if you're in the abyss and you have a C6. This is so dumb. This is actually so dumb. If you're in the abyss and you have a C6 Chi-Chi, but you're still, like, you're dying a lot every now and then, you can literally just keep retrying, can't you? Like, you can just keep retrying, and then revive after 15 minutes has passed. Retrying, and then revive. You know what I'm saying? It's so stupid, but like if you think about it, that's just how out of date it is. Anna, what are you doing? Is Klee C4 good? It's good, but I wouldn't recommend people go for it. It's not like it's not like it's cheaper to get Klee C6. It's just as expensive as a C4. C4. It's just as expensive as getting a C4 Raiden. It's just as expensive as getting a C4 any character, right? I really wouldn't recommend people go out of their way to go for a C4 Klee. I would say if you pull on her banner whenever it's around and you get lucky over time and you ended up as at a C4 Klee, great, amazing, because you got all of those constellations while you were, like, building pity. Let's say you have a rule. When you're building pity, you only go up to like 40 pulls. After you don't go past 40 pulls. So meaning every single Klee that you have constellation, you got under 40 pulls. That's worth. Okay? Don't break your wallet going for a C4 Klee, C4 Zhao, because you're like, oh, I want it. Like, yeah, if you can afford it, go for it. But I'm sure if you can afford it, you wouldn't be even asking me this question, would you? Walrus, which among the limited 5-star you'd like to see 6 in the future? Right now, I'm really close to Zhongli. I mean, I've been really close for Zhongli for a while now. I went up to C4 for Zhongli, and I think C6 Zhongli is pretty damn good. Even nowadays, it's pretty damn good, right? A single instance of recovery cannot exceed 8% of that character's max HP, but that's a lot. You guys have to realize that's a lot. However, the problem with this is that it kind of goes against my Hu Tao team. Because Hu Tao with Xing Chu already heals a somewhat decent amount, and it's difficult to control how much you can heal then, and like it's just hard to balance that HP. But it's not something I can't work around. I can, definitely. But yeah. Another C6 character maybe I'll build up to. Not Raiden. I think Raiden forever, I'll keep her at C3. I don't think I'll ever get another Raiden constellation. Another C6 character, maybe her, Yelan, and Ganyu. Like, I ever since Ganyu first came out, I saw her C6 and I was like, damn, that's so damn cool. You know, and there's just enough APM, like the clicking and the stuff to get you to feel like you're doing more than you actually are. But yeah, Zhongli, Yelan, and Ganyu probably are the 3 C6s that I think would be nice for myself to have. Yeah, and they're all like used in a couple different teams, and having C6 could change your account on these 3 characters quite substantially. They're mostly universal characters, and their C6s are all really good. C6 Ito is the most busted unit in the game. Yeah, C6 Ito is just built different, but honestly, I probably C6 Yelan over Ito just because I can use Yelan in more teams. Think about it like this. C6 Ito you use in an Ito team. C6 Yelan you can use in like so many different teams. I'm thinking of like 3 or 4 different teams right now, just off the top of my head. C6 Hasua, I don't need it. I think Hasua C0 is amazing. Shukai says, "Greeting, Mr. Streamer. Welcome, welcome, Shukai. We're talking about some characters here. Talk about C6 characters. I do think for the most part, I would choose off-field characters over on-field characters for C6. The only reason I think C6 Ganyu is amazing is because Ganyu herself has off-field capabilities. Let's say I can play Ganyu in an Ayato team as an off-field, and whenever Ayato is on cooldown, I can quickly go into my Ganyu, do 3 quick boom 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 shots, and then switch back to Ayato. You know, like, Ganyu can function as an off-field unit. Zhongli C6 is a no-brainer. Reason is just that he now can heal. Wow. Surprise, surprise. Yelan C6 is the most busted DPS in the game right now. By design. Alright, says, "Can you check out my Taiwan account?" No, I cannot. I'm on NA, unfortunately. C6 Bennett for the win. I don't think C6 Bennett is as bad as people say he is. If I like nowadays, I only use Bennett in a few select teams, anyways, and they're either like Yoimiya teams or they're like Raiden National teams. That's pretty much where I use Bennett. And Raiden, I believe, cannot be overwritten in her burst, and Yoimiya would love C6 Bennett, but I don't really play the Bennett variation of Yoimiya teams anymore. I play the one you see on screen. Actually, wait, yeah, I play the one you see on screen right now. This is my Yoimiya team. I love this team so much. It's great. And having Zhongli at C6 will just make this team perfect. Like, this team will be so damn good if my Zhongli were C6. Almost no weakness. Almost. C6 Bennett, you cowards. Listen, I don't think Bennett C6 is necessarily bad, alright? I think... Then why don't I have it? Well, you see, chat. I don't C6 Bennett. Yeah, why don't I have C6 Bennett? Why? Anyways, let's change the topic before this gets out of hand. Yeah. I am guilty. I honestly am really scared that in the future, like, a character comes out and they work really well with Bennett, and then my Bennett is C6 and it kind of ruins the synergy a little bit. I like to keep that available. I don't really need the extra damage. Like, listen, I'm not in need of the damage, but I am likely in need of Bennett's expertise in synergies. So I don't want to ruin that for myself just now. Why would you use D-Look when you can use Pyro? I'm waiting for Dark Eula. Oh yeah, let's talk about the Fatuis a little bit. This is actually a great Here's the thing, okay? Let's talk about the playability of these characters. Where's the coffins scene? Here's the coffins. Okay. Let's get me back to the bottom here. Okay, chat. Let's go from left to right. Let's go from left to right, and you guys tell me whether, just say yes or no. Because the question is, will this character be playable? Alright, let's go from left to right. This guy. Chat, what do you think? Will this guy be playable? Seeing a lot of no's, okay. Some yes. Actually, you know what? This will be funner. Funner. All right, let's go. I'm doing a poll so we can see. Playable. So this is the character we're doing. Cast your votes in so we can actually see. We'll maybe do like a couple minutes per character so we can move along here. Here's the thing, right? I feel like she will be playable. Tartaglia's already playable. I feel like she will be playable. I feel like this lady will be playable. And I think that's it. That's all the people I think on this table are playable. To be quite honest with you guys. Ooh, we have a tight vote. 46 to 54%. Alright. Next character. So we're going to end that poll. So this character, more people think that he's not going to be playable over playable. Let's talk about the puppet girl. Puppet girl time. A new poll. Puppet girl playable. Next one. All right. Let's see what you guys think about the puppet girl. I don't think she's going to be playable. Just letting you guys know. All right, that's my vote. I think she's going to be too difficult for Hoyoverse to design, like her combat mechanics and whatnot. And here's another thing, right? Like, if this person were playable, I think this person would be Hydro. I don't know why. I just think this person would be Hydro. If she were playable, I think she would be Geo. That's how I feel. I think she'd be Geo. This one would be Hydro. That's how I feel. But honestly, yeah, I don't think she's gonna be playable because of design, combat mechanic and design. Unfortunate because two very cool characters. Okay, all right, moving on to the third character here. Klee's dad, right here. Klee's dad, playable or not? Please, dad, play Able. You see, this is the thing. They already have like the tiny models. Probably it wouldn't be too. But then this is very different from the Chi-Chi, the Klee, this is why I don't think this character is going to be playable. The reason is they don't have a model ready for this character. You see. All three of these characters, I don't think they have models ready for them. This guy seems way bulkier than, like, you see this guy, right? This guy, look at this guy. This guy's towering over this guy. This guy shares a similar model to Tartaglia. So I think maybe, like, this guy could be playable because they already have the model. They have the character model ready. They just need to, like, animate. They just need to, like, figure out what kind of skill and animation this guy does. But this guy, man, holy smokes. This guy... Daddy, yes. But this one I don't think is playable. I don't, because they're gonna have to re-rig a new character model. How likely are you to reuse that? Let me ask you guys, how likely are you to reuse this specific character's model for another character? Probably not very likely. Alright? So let's be honest here. Klee's dad, not playable. I think it's safe to assume that. Next, this character. Okay. La playable. I'm calling her La because that's like the only thing she said in the entire freaking teaser. 100%. Anybody who votes no for this one, hey, we have to find a way to convert you people. She is, I think, at this point, almost definitely playable. The model for her already exists. She shares probably the same character build model as someone like Kaching. Right? This lady probably shares something with Eula. This is like a Kaching model. Child scared to fight her. Damn, I'd be scared too. Listen, people. If you saw somebody, let's say you're at, unfortunately, you know, you're at somebody's funeral, and you saw somebody laying on the casket singing some haunting ass lullaby, I wouldn't fuck with them either, okay? Like, listen, I wouldn't. This is how much I wouldn't fuck with these people. I wouldn't even give them my business card. Hey, nice meeting you, but, you know, let's just remain as that. Strangers. That shit is creepy as fuck. Yeah, it is hella creepy. Like, no matter how good of a friend you are with that person in the casket, you do not lay on their closed casket singing a lullaby. That is... Listen, cuckoo, crazy ass shit. Not gonna fight that, baby. You might get some nice money working with him, though. Yeah, but for how long? How long before I end up in that casket? Is my question. Right? Maybe I could have lived to the ripe old age of, you know, 69. But for some reason, I ended up in a casket with her singing over my casket. Nah, I'm good. But, you know, I definitely think she's a playable character. Piero, do we really need a question? Piero, I don't think I don't think Dainsleaf and Piero is going to be playable. But, you know, let's do the poll just to see what chat thinks. Let's do the poll to see what chat has in mind here. They do have the model. He shares a model with Zhongli, most likely. Like, that kind of build. But what do you guys think? Is this character going to be playable? It's unfortunate. This dude, I wish this dude were playable. I wish he would just drop sacks of Mora on people's asses. I wish his elemental skill were like, for every Mora you have in your possession, you gain 1% damage. Isn't that the character from Bungo Stray Dogs? His burst would be to freeze your bank account. He just froze your bank account. You may have won this battle, bitch, but try buying groceries on your way home. You're gonna starve to death. Try using your Visa International card at the Leeway restaurant, bitch. Anyways, let's see Piero. Okay, so some people are hopeful for Piero. Oh, I forgot to talk about the elements. This dude, if he were playable, he looks like an Anemo user. Hear me out. Listen. I know people are like, Anemo, what the fuck? Like the fucking bowling ball head ass looking. Anemo, where is he fly? Listen. This dude looks hella aerodynamic. No, listen. Look at his nose. Tell me that shit ain't some of the most aerodynamic looking ass design you've ever seen in your entire life. This man is Aero. He looks like he can transform into an owl. And let me tell you guys, an owl can fly in absolute silence. Therefore, he has like that owl. Like, look at that. Like, does he not look like an owl? Owls fly. What do you need to fly? You need to, you know, glide in the air. Therefore, this man is a Nemo. Case closed. Shut the fuck up. We're moving on to the next one. You guys cannot convince me that this guy is not a Nemo. Okay, so this lady. This one's gonna be a little tough. All right, this one's gonna be a little tough. I think she's Electro. Listen, I'm not just going down the line here. I think she's Electro because I think she's quick. Look, I think she's incredibly agile. And the fact that she has her eyes closed, is that a hint? Maybe she's sensing things through like electromagnetism. Or I'm just overreaching. But I do think she's an agile fighter. I think she fights through speed and precision. So yeah, Piero is, for most people, saying not playable. All right, moving on to the next one. We're skipping Tartaglia because, you know what? Like, even if I run a poll right now, like for the memes, somebody's gonna say they don't think he's gonna be playable. So that's, I'm not gonna even. Okay, Evil Eula, playable. Let's take a look at this. All right, let's see if Evil Eula, you guys think Evil Eula is playable. I think this character is playable. It would be such a shame, of such a bad move if they don't let this character be playable. I think this is gonna be a character that will come out maybe in like Fontaine or some shit like that. Maybe 2 years from now, we'll be able to play this unit. Maybe. Yeah, she has to be. I don't know about that, but but yeah, it would be a huge missed opportunity. This lady is not playable. Listen, I don't know. I feel like if I were to survey chat, there will be people who still think La Signora is playable. Rosalind is playable. No cap. I think Rosalind probably has like a 20% vote for playable. Okay. For her, I can't really put a finger on it. I really can't. Like, it's either Pyro or Cryo. Like, she's either Pyro or Cryo. One of those. Oh yeah, Piero. I think Piero can use them all. All right. I think Piero uses them all. Piero is the avatar. I think she can use Pyro or Cryo or both. Yeah, somebody said like or both. Actually, yeah, because La Signora could use Cryo and Pyro, right? She had Cryo in her attack, so yeah, maybe she can use both. Who knows? She looks like she could be a great Pyro character. Yeah, most people think she's playable. I do think so as well. I think these three have their models already existing in the game. This dude shares the same model as Ito, and I feel bad even saying that because Ito shouldn't share the same physique as a banker. Like, a gang boss shouldn't really be having the same physique as a banker, but you know, I rest my case. Yeah, let's ask chat if they think banker is playable. Is the banker playable? It's such a shame. I would love for this character to be playable, but I just don't think that's gonna be the case. I think he's gonna remain as a story character. Such a wasted opportunity. He had my favorite design. He had that like Aizen pre-betrayal vibe. Oh, sorry, spoiler. But at this point, if you don't know that, if you're still watching Bleach at this point, you can't really blame people for spoiling. He has that like Aizen pre like glass removal, like shattering, like pull hair back vibe. Ooh, people are divided on this one. That is interesting. I thought people are gonna be more in agreement with him not being playable. Interesting chat. Okay. Maybe he he buys a vision. Yeah, he just goes up to Zhongli and buys a vision from him. Like, hey man, I'll give you a loan with no interest if you give me a free vision. Zhongli's like, let me just see what I have between my ass crack here. Oh, here, take this one. And here's my question to you guys. All right, do you guys think there's a spy in the Harbinger? Do you guys think there's a spy amongst them? Maybe not here, but like, do you guys think there's somebody in the Harbinger that maybe really isn't all for the cause? The one who has the orphanage. Isn't that this lady over here? Isn't that evil Eula? You guys think she's the spy? Yeah, I do think there's gonna be a spy because it really helps to the story. Now the other question then is, do you think there will be a spy in the among our ranks, like somebody that we end up meeting which turned out to be a spy for the Fatui and kind of screws us over? Catherine. Maybe the guy with the mask. Interesting. Okay, anyways, you guys think the bank, like the majority thinks the banker is going to be playable. That is very interesting. Okay, last one. That guy's called Dottore, right? Dottore? Dottore playable? Let's see. Dottore playable. I think a lot of you guys are going to think he's playable. Ooh. Oh. Hello, can you give the dear kissy kiss? Oh. Well, that's awkward. I swear, usually she loves daddy's kisses. Okay, Hannah. Oh. Copium people. Kitty should be playing. Is Hannah hungry? No, she loves it when I start talking, or like when me and Beluga-chan chat, we watch movies, she loves to jump on us. I don't know why. Like if I start talking on the phone, she'll jump on me. Because I think what ended up happening when she was young is because when I was on the phone and if she was near, I would start petting her. I would like start scratching her head. I would like start scratching her chin and stuff like that. So she associated with me talking and being on the phone with her getting pets and scratches. Because like when you're on the phone, your other hand is free. You just kind of like do stuff. And she just happened to be close to me and I just gave her some scratches. And now that kind of reinforced this belief that if I'm talking or on the phone and if she comes over, I'll give her scratches, which I do. But now it's just like if I talk at all, she'll jump on my lap. So when I record videos, she a lot of the times jumps on me, almost all the time. Burning Paper Sun is I want to play that cat game. Listen, you might not She has really sharp nails. But Beluga-chan does cut it for me, so. Lilac says, Walrus, I know you don't actively seek out leaks, but have you accidentally seen some about Sumeru yet? I'll be honest with you. The only things I've came across are the thumbnails. I'll be honest with you guys. Came across videos that said something like Collie gameplay or something like that. And I seen this thumbnail, but the thumbnail didn't really do anything. Like I think she was just standing there like in her neutral pose. But apart from that, like honestly, no. And because the second those channels come up, I just do the don't recommend channel anymore. And I never come across leaks anymore. So yeah. Let me think. What do I really know? Like concrete? Nothing. No, honestly, I don't know anything about Sumeru that hasn't been shown to me yet. Listen, I wish I could prove to you guys I don't look at leaks by taking like a lie detector or something. I'm confident enough that I can sit in a lie detector and tell you guys I don't look at leaks. Because, honestly, am I excited for the new stuff coming? Yeah, of course. But I don't think I need to look at leaks to get myself excited. And I have the benefit of somebody who can spend money. So, it doesn't matter what shows up. I don't need to prepare beforehand. That's the thing that allows me to not look at leaks. Because I know it doesn't matter what HoYoverse shows me. If I like it, I can get it. It doesn't matter if it costs money or doesn't cost money. So I think I'd rather keep myself in the dark for the excitement of the official reveal. Right. And that's a very biased way of looking at it, but that's just why I don't look at leaks. And I'm just trying to, like, I guess in a way tell you guys and convince you guys, like, there's a legitimate reason why I don't look at leaks. I don't need to. Most people look at leaks to prepare. I don't need to prepare. Most people look at leaks to get excited because they're bored with the game right now. I'm not bored with the game right now. There's still so much for me to do. I haven't even finished Chasm yet. My map is not... Like, I keep having to show people this because people don't believe me. Because I upload daily videos, so people automatically think I'm like a try-hard, like, grinder. Look at this. 41%, 18%, 28, 26, 32%. 18%, and then we come over here to Leo 61, 60, 21, 66, 56. I'm not done with my game, people. Right? And I'm still like in Chasm. Look, I'm still like going through Chasm. I play this game very casually, people. I'm as casual as content creators can take this game. So I don't have any like dry spells. Like if I want to play the game, I can play the game. I play the game probably 30 minutes every day, give or take, sometimes less. Sometimes I play like 10 minutes a day because I don't like HoYoverse's FOMO for the most part when it comes to events and contents don't really work on me because I don't need the primo gems. I can spend money, right? So I don't force myself to play the game like it's my job. Because it's not my job, it's my hobby. I'm doing this as a hobby. Really. Right? So that's why I don't need leaks. Like, I really don't need leaks to keep me interested or engaged. Like, I keep myself interested and engaged for the game. I don't look at guides for puzzles. Like, listen, the way I play this game might be extremely frustrating for a lot of people watching right now. But that's just how I enjoy the game. I enjoy at this rate, at this process, at this progress rate. So yeah, don't need leaks. That's why I don't know anything about Sumeru, and I'm actually happy I don't know anything about Sumeru because this is the big reveal. It's a huge reveal. Basically, I am going through HoYoverse's curated method for my introduction to Sumeru. Right, a lot of people's introduction to Sumeru is not going to be genuine. Their reactions, their anticipations, it's not going to be really genuine because they already know like what's going to happen, what's like the story, what characters are going to be there, what they look like, what they do, what color their panties are, all that stuff. But for me, I have no idea, and I honestly will get extremely excited come the live stream, which it's like what, a month away? No, 3 weeks, right? I think the live stream for the next patch is like around 3 weeks away. We're so damn, like, less than a month. We're gonna get the live stream, and I really do think that we're gonna be getting Sumeru. I really do think so, because why would they tease so many Sumeru information and content if it's still 2 patches away? I think they're slowly easing us into Sumeru, and the live stream for Sumeru is not gonna be long enough. Like, I think this live stream, they're gonna do the one where everybody talks in Chinese and then they just have a subtitles, right? So we're all gonna watch it in CN, and then they have subtitles at the bottom, and everybody will watch the same one. And it's for Sumeru, and it's gonna be like an hour long. It's gonna be longer than the normal ones. And the reason they're showing us so many teasers is also because they just simply can't fit all that information into the live stream. So they're giving us bits and pieces of Sumeru before we even get to Sumeru. And hey, let's just say, you know, let's just say your boy has been diligently saving here. Guaranteed Dendro Archon? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just saying. Oh, wait, Tainari. Fuck, the Dendro Archon's not even coming until... Oh. I have to go through Tainari. I'll be honest, I'm not really too excited for Tainari. The guy looks kind of boring from what has been revealed. That's like, hey, you guys could disagree, but to me, Tainari looks kind of boring. Kai says, "Hello, Walrus and the Tusk Gang. I'm still suffering. Please help." What happened, Kai? What happened? Please do share with us. Are you being stabbed again? Time midry is an easy skip. God damn, people are savages, bro. I just said the dude looked boring. Holy smokes! Like, people out here burying the guy. Like, hey, okay, all right. Toga Kill says, "What do you think, Warriors? Think it's alright to skip the first Dendro DPS? I don't even know if he's a DPS or not. If he is a DPS, honestly, that just gives people more reason to skip him, because DPSs were not in need of DPS. Nobody needs more damage. We need universal, powerful supports that can fit into like every single freaking team. We need a character that buffs attack, defense, elemental mastery, ER, HP, all at the same time, while being able to shield, regen particles for your team, buff your team, heal your team, while being a hyper on-field carry, capable of doing damage consistently without relying on burst, have low cooldown for burst, at the same time, free-to-play friendly, and functions amazing at C0. That's who we need." Right? That's who we need. Dawei's sitting somewhere in his office like, bitch, I can't even do that. What the fuck? Well, like, you guys get my point. We need characters nowadays who can fulfill more than one role. Like, a healer needs to not only heal, but also, like, buff or do damage. Like a character who is an off-field carry has to do more than just off-field damage, right? For the most part, they do. Shielders can't simply be shielders. Like Zhongli, he shields you, but he also reduces all the enemy's resistances. Stuff like that. Right? Or like, you have to be extremely niche. Like, the character has to be so damn good at what they do, like Yunjin. You just can't You just can't say no. If you are playing a Yoimiya and you can pick up a Yunjin, you can't say no, right? Aya says, I rolled again because of my itchy hands. I got Kazuha in 20 pulls, currently at C5. Now I'm both suffering from success and farming for more primos for C6 while getting stabbed. Of course, of course. Now that you've told chat, you know what's Hana is back. Now that you've told chat, you know what's about to happen. Chat's gonna start the stab. Tuxedo Jin 90 says, Hey Walrus, I got into your channel because I really enjoyed your stream conversation with Soul of the Artist and the nuances about Genshin. Keep up the fantastic work. Thank you so much. For the most part, I do just sit here and talk about it from my perspective. So at times, I will like get things wrong. Let's be honest. I think a lot of people are here because they like to see me get screwed over from time to time. Okay, so oh my goodness, sometimes I just wanna where you go. But yes, thank you so much for giving my channel a chance here. Okay, Hana, all right, come here. Okay, oh no, oh no. Okay, now you can't run anywhere. There we go. Where's the pupper? I don't have a dog. I have 3 cats though. The white one. Where did the white one go? I don't know where the white one went. The orange one is sleeping down here. Here's a little tabby one. Stop betraying Java. If only tortoises can be picked up like that. Dude, I do not feel safe. Like, how many of you guys have seen those videos of those snap turtles on YouTube? Like, those turtles like destroying watermelons with one bite. After seeing one of those videos, I do not feel safe anywhere near a tortoise's mouth anymore, ever. T2 Cola says, wait, last stream I saw you showed us a dog. I did? You mean... but I have 3 cats. I don't have a dog though. Oh, Jabba. Here, I'll show you guys my other cat though. Come here, Jabba. This is my other cat. This is my newest cat. She's kind of big though. And she has a little snout that looks a little different from my other cats, but I still love her nonetheless. Oh, Jabba. Ooh. Yeah, this is my newest cat. She's only 3 months old. She's still very easily distracted. Ooh. No, don't bite me. Enjoy your nap. Good girl. Ooh. She can do tricks. She knows how to do paw already. She's really smart. Oh. Good thing she's very food motivated. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hana doesn't really like Jabba though. I don't know why, but she hisses at my new cat. But yeah, they kind of get along. It depends on the mood. Such a strange cat, you should go to the vet. Don't worry about it. I'm sure we got things under control here. Anyways, let's finish. I forgot to continue the vote. So people do think Dottore is playable. Okay, I think Dottore is probably gonna have like a I don't know, like a dendro element. I think Dottore probably has a dendro element here. That's it. Those are all. Oh yeah, and then there's a Scaramouche who also has Electro, I believe. Do you guys think Scaramouche is gonna be playable? Actually, let me ask you guys that. Is Scaramouche? Is that how you spell? Is that how you spell it? Scaramouche playable. Let's see what people think about Scaramouche. Dottore is low-key Swain from League of Legends. Is he though? Are you talking from like his lore and story? Wait a minute. Wait, pause. Right now, pause. Wait. Oh, no. The theory does not hold up. You see, this is what I was thinking. Because if you look at their crystals, maybe they're like the corresponding element to the character. But then I see like Tartaglia has the crimson one, which it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But what do these crystals represent? Each of them has one. Okay, not this guy, because it's a fucking owl. Damn, unlucky. I thought I caught on to something here. Yeah, a lot of people think Scaramouche is going to be playable. Damn, this guy would have been Cryo, this guy would have been Rich, this guy would have been Electro, Pyro, Cryo, whatever the fuck that is. This guy would have been an Owl, that would have been a Geo, and this would have been... You don't know. So actually, then if you look at whether they have one of these pendants, then maybe you'll know if they're playable or not. So not playable, and everybody else is playable. Hey, how about that? Wait, what's wrong? Stop spoiling. He doesn't look at leaks. Are you guys talking about me? Did somebody spoil something? Well, thank goodness I wasn't reading chat. Looks like I'm not about to scroll up anymore. What? Yeah. Yoimiya versus Ganyu. Are you asking like who I prefer? I would have to go with Ganyu if you were to ask me if I could have Yoimiya or Ganyu at C0 in my account. Who would I pick? Probably Ganyu. Yoimiya is a great boss killer, a single target like menace, right? I think I've shown you guys clips of my Yoimiya fighting the Magu Genki, and it's like a very easy fight. Like Magu Genki just gets crushed by Yoimiya. It's just so easy. No effort whatsoever. And that boss can be a little problematic for some other characters, like Ganyu does struggle a little more than Yoimiya. But you know, for overall usage, I do think Ganyu is more versatile. Yeah. That's why. If you guys ever wonder who I would pick between two characters, I always pick the one that's more versatile, because in my opinion, that's more like I get more value out of it. Yeah, Yoimiya kills the Golden Wolf Lord pretty quick as well. Yeah, stuff like that. But You know, C6, maybe I'll pick Yoimiya because she gets so damn proficient and good at what she does that it doesn't matter Ganyu's. Like, I mean, Ganyu C6 is amazing. I know, I probably still pick Ganyu. Who am I kidding? Ganyu C6 is, Ganyu is the one who pioneered broken ass C6s. Before, like, think about it. Before Ganyu, no other character's C6 was really like, whoa. Starting from Ganyu, it all changed, and then Zhao came out, and then Hu Tao came out, which her C6 was like, whatever, right? And after that, was it Eula? And it was also, and then like, actually, ever since Zhao, the C6s of characters just weren't that crazy. I mean, Eula is good, but then you get to characters like Yoimiya, and then you get to characters like Ito. Holy smoke, some of these C6s just don't feel fair compared to the rest of them. Ganyu's playstyle is just so uncomfortable for mobile. Yeah, that's fair. I think Ganyu, for the most part, it's just too much opportunity cost if you miss. Whereas Yoimiya, you just click, like every like arrow that kind of is off target a little bit is fine. But yeah, Ganyu is just nah. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want it off and now you want back? Okay. Oh. Here, sit still, okay? Sit still. Ah. After Eula, it was Raiden, but Raiden doesn't like have broken ass C6. Raiden C3 was really broken. Oh my goodness. Why are you so crazy? I'm really scared of her beak here. You guys see this beak? Really scared of it because it poked me in the eye once, and now I'm like, I have an irrational fear. Yeah, my new cat. This cat is restless. I don't know what breed she is. They called her. They said she's gonna grow more into looking like a cat. I told them like, yo, bro, like this thing doesn't really look like a cat, and it's kind of big for a cat. And they're like, no, bro, don't worry about it. It grows into more cat-like. It grows more cat-like features as it gets older. So at this point, I'm just here hoping. I'm just here hoping that this thing mellows down. Mm. How is Jabba around other dogs? Well, she's a cat, right? So she's a little skittish around other dogs. But you know, I think she'll come around. Right now, I'm trying to litter box train her, but she just eats it. I'm trying to litter box train her, but she just eats a litter. Hey, what up, girl? How you doing? Oh, no. How you doing, girl? You having a swell day here? You chilling? Oh, I know it's a hot summer, isn't it, Jabba? It's a hot summer, but thank goodness we have air conditioning, right? Oh, you look kind of dehydrated. Okay, go. Good girl. Good girl. Anyways, you can get like a fake grass patch thing. Yeah, but you know, my other cats use the litter box, so I'm trying to get her used to the litter box and stuff. Anyways, I think we're pretty much done here. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, like, subscribe if you guys enjoy conversations, discussions. I make videos about Genshin every single day. Like the bot. Like, can we get it to 100? Please, please. Look, 11 more. Can we get it to 100? Look. I'll lead by example. I liked it. Damn it! I was trying to be the 90th one, but now I'm the 91st. I enjoyed the stream. We covered a bunch of topics. I can't wait for more information about Sumeru to come up because I think a lot of people are just waiting on that. I'm about to drop a video for Yoimiya, like opposite of what I did yesterday. I hope some of you guys watched until the end for my video because a lot of my points that I'm trying to make and talk about is that each video is more like carefully curated for a select group of people. There are people who, because I am of the firm belief that people, for the most part, watch videos to reaffirm what they already believe, right? So, for me, I need to service these people's opinions and beliefs, and I just need to make sure that they have the stuff needed to realize what they have in their head. Like oh, you know, I have Zhongli, I have this, and I have that. Is Yoimiya a good pickup? Yeah, she's a good pickup. Or my account's kind of ragtag. I have like 3 pile main DPS or on-field DPS and stuff and whatnot. Should I be picking up Yoimiya? Like, probably not. Like, if you can save, you can skip, you can probably get something a little better, more suited for your account, that kind of stuff. So, of course, at times my videos are gonna like contradict each other. That's what people would think. Like, oh, but you just said this. You just made a video saying, like, you know, why people probably should skip Yoimiya or why she doesn't work for a lot of people. Then why are you making a video now saying, like, you know, people should pick up Yoimiya? Because these group of people absolutely should pick up Yoimiya, while this group of people should skip her. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? The Illuminati says, bro, before you end your stream, did you see the upcoming lineup for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Phase 5 and 6? We're getting 2 Avenger movies in 2 to 3 years. I have not. I actually have not. What's, I might go take a look at it. I watched... What was the last one I watched? Doctor Strange? I think I watched Doctor Strange. Gotta go check out Thor, though. I gotta go check out Thor. But yeah, exciting stuff. One Piece started issuing chapters again, so I'm reading One Piece, is like webtoons and whatnot, like just so much to keep up with right now. All right. They called the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. Trailers for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 got leaked. Java is a great cat. Yeah, I gotta go. I'll probably go check out the Marvel stuff. After this, I'm probably gonna go take a shower, wash up, maybe watch a movie, relax, wind down. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, would love to have you guys around as often as possible. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, and then yeah, I'll be live streaming again on Saturday. Okay, so until then, urge you all to stay safe and peace. Bye.